Hello everybody, and welcome to my channel, or back to my channel if you've been here before. This week we are going to do something new. I am going to do this week's shipping with you guys. Normally I take you along sourcing with me to garage sales, estate sales, yard sales, etc. Thrift stores, you name it, Anyways, this week I am going to take you through all of my shipping of items that have sold. Hopefully this can give you guys some idea of what type of things I pick up and what type of things I sell. Reminder, I am still pretty new at this. I'm learning as I go. A lot of you have left me some comments that have been really, really nice and very helpful. I am still working really hard at learning the whole reselling game. So you guys are along for the ride. You're learning while I'm learning, or you already know and can help a girl out. But this week I am going to take you along for my shipping process. So today happens to be Wednesday. We are on a Wednesday, and so these sales are from Monday and Tuesday. I ship on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So let's just go ahead and dive right in and get started. I have my computer over here, which is going to give me all of my prices and everything. So the first one we're going to do, okay, right here. So we sold these beautiful glass canister sets. So they are glass, they have the wood tops, they're super clean, super nice. I will give them a little wipe down before I package them up. I treat all of my items with the utmost care. You will see that when I package them. These have came into my life, they sold, they made me a little bit of profit, so I am forever grateful to these items. I know that sounds weird to be grateful to an item, but I am very, very blessed that these have came into my life and we're able to get out to a home where they will be loved once again. So these canisters I actually paid $5 for, and they sold for $27.95. I don't know my net profit. I can't give you guys that because I haven't shipped them yet. So I don't know what's going to come out for shipping wise, plus you have eBay fees involved. And so the number I'm telling you is what the buyer paid, and I'm going to tell you the number I paid. However, I did not make, like that would have been $22.95. I did not make $22.95 because you have eBay fees and you have shipping. So keep that in mind as we go through these numbers. But the first set is these two canisters. So we're going to set those aside, and I will get these all packaged up while I have you on the video as well. The second thing is going to be, oh, this is really cool. I don't know if I can hold it with my arm, but let me see. Okay, these are nesting boxes. So it is, 'twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. And then you go to the next box. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there. So they go all the way down. I think there's 12 boxes in total, and they all nest together. So that one is amazing. I paid $5 for that, and the buyer paid $94.95. So that one was amazing. It did take a little while to sell because I bought it like right after Christmas last year. So it was a little bit of time. Actually, it was 5 months. I have that on my spreadsheet. So 5 months to sell that one. The next you guys saw, if you guys had watched my videos previously, you saw this from my Michigan trip. It is the Wolf's, the Moonlight Express Wolf's train set. So that one came from my trip to Michigan, which was just in a recent video. It does have the original packaging, but not the original box. The package is kind of dirty, but I am going to ship it in this because it's going to keep it safe and secure. That I also paid $5 for. I have a reoccurring theme here, I think. And it sold for $57.95. So we're going to get down now to some of the ones that didn't make so much money. So this one here, so it's a Led Zeppelin tie-dye shirt. I can give you guys a full picture of it up in there. So I wash all my clothing before I list them. So I do put everything in these little plastic bags to make sure that they stay fresh and clean. So everything is stored like this as far as clothing-wise goes. So I will put a little thing up so you can see the full t-shirt, but it is just a Led Zeppelin tie-dye t-shirt. I paid $1 for it, and it sold for $10.39. It was, like I said, I still have to ship it out, so I am gonna only make like a couple bucks off of it. But I took an offer on it because it has been sitting for 11 months. So not a good one, but I'm happy with it. You know, $1 is $1, right? So we got but we all got to start somewhere. So this one is a Columbia Sportswear Teal 2XL polo shirt. And this one actually just came straight out of my husband's closet. It didn't fit him anymore. So I have zero cost into it, which means the $16.15 that somebody paid for it, whatever shipping cost is going to be, is all going to be profit. So that one came right out of our own closet clean out. And again, I will show you a picture. And then the next thing, let me move along. This cute little frog tin. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. It is so clean and super cute. Let me see if I can open it. Sorry, my hand is not good right now. I overdid it, but very clean, very nice. Just a cute little frog tin. It is, I had to look it up, Armstrong and Clayton little frog tin. I paid 50 cents for it, and the buyer paid $15.45. Again, still need to ship it. The next thing that's going out is this peach soapstone trinket box with the little horse on it. The equestrian style is so cool. Very clean, very nice, not a single flaw. Absolutely beautiful. Love this box. And that I did pay $4 for, and the buyer paid $30.75. So not too shabby. I actually usually have more clothing go out, but I am happy with what we have. So now we gotta get it boxed up, print the labels, get it shipped out. I will go through this relatively quick. I will speed this up for you guys so you don't have to sit around, and I will continue this video throughout the week so you guys can see everything that has sold. Okay, now that everything is packaged up, I need to get their weights and get their shipping labels printed. So you may have seen a couple things as I was packing boxes. I always try to make it look as presentable as possible. I want the people receiving these to be smiling when they're opening it. I want them to feel like they just received a gift, like a present. Yes, they ordered it themselves, they know what they're getting, but I still want to make it special. So yes, I do try to do my very best to make sure everything looks very presentable when they open the package, but also make sure that it gets there safely. So the materials I was using, you didn't see me use bubble wrap today. I didn't really have anything that required the bubble wrap. So I do use the packing paper that you get on Amazon. So this helps tremendously. Most people use it for moving. I use it for packing eBay bags. And then the other things you saw me use, I use wrapping paper. You can get wrapping paper at garage sales, estate sales, like for next to nothing. It's so cheap, so it makes a really good filler because it also looks really pretty. Rather than just using solid brown, I just do that. I try to make it look pretty. I did wrap, you saw me wrap the boxes. Did they need it? Probably not, but it's going to make it look presentable when they open it. It's gonna feel like a gift. It's gonna make somebody smile, hopefully. That's all. The ultimate goal is to make people smile when they receive their packages. The other thing you saw me do is you saw me get these little stickers out. So I do have arthritis really bad. So I actually just print out little shipping things. It says, "Thank you so much for your order. It truly made my day. I hope this package finds you well and brings a smile to your face. Always do what makes you happy and enjoy life's journey. Love, Mystique." So I put this on every package. If it is a repeat buyer, or if it has like a message, it's something personal, you know, the buyer sends me a message of some kind, I will do a handwritten note. But with as many as I ship out, I cannot do handwritten notes for everybody. Unfortunately, it makes my heart sad, but my hands, I was doing it originally, and my hands just cannot write that much. Unfortunately, it's so sad. But, so that is what you saw me sticking on. What else did you see? Boxes, bags, poly bags. I use all my clothes and go in poly bags. There are all these little mushrooms. They're super cute. I want to get stickers or tissue paper or something with the mushrooms on, try to get my whole store looking unison, but that's a future me problem. Anyways, the other thing you saw me use was boxes. I brought in a bunch of different size boxes so that I could make sure these get there safely and they have the correct size. So now the next step again is to weigh, measure, and print some shipping labels. So thank you all so much. You will see me in 2 seconds with the next shipment. Continuing on from where we left off, today is Thursday, so I am getting the rest of the orders ready to ship out tomorrow. So let's go over what else has sold before I head out tomorrow. So the first thing is going to be this beautiful horse, all of its glory. Oh my goodness, it is red shed and it is quite large, as you can see. So I had bought this at an estate sale for $20 and it had sold for $60.95. I still need to ship it out as via always. So whatever shipping cost, then I will know how much I made. So, but it did sell. Buyer paid $60.95. So there is that glorious horse. This beauty sold in 7 hours. Like I literally just listed this. My camera isn't quite set up right. I feel like I need to be sitting down. But she has glass on top and brass on the bottom. She is in working condition. And I had bought this at an estate sale. I think I paid $5 for it. I can't quite remember. I don't have it in my inventory yet because I just listed it. So 7 hours and this baby sold for $27.95. Still need to ship her out, but she is so pretty. Absolutely love it. I'm gonna love everything though because I don't pick it up if I don't love it. So the next thing that has sold recently is this Pyrex set. So it's this cobalt blue Pyrex. It is not the old one because they're not all in capital letters. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the old school Pyrex is all caps. This is not all caps, but I have the cobalt blue little casserole dish here. This casserole dish with the lid. All of these are the same color, same Pyrex brand. We have the 2 mixing bowls, one larger, one smaller. I'm gonna try not to drop them because I already made a mistake today. So I paid $3 for those at a garage sale and they sold as a set for $64.95. So I still need to ship them out. So minus that, y'all get the idea. The next thing that sold are these cute little Tigger earrings. Look at how adorable those are. So they have like a 3-piece movable body. They are hoops and 3-piece movable body. Look at how cute. Oh my goodness, absolutely love those. I paid 50 cents for those at a church sale and they sold for $14.95. So $14.95. I did take a best offer on them, but they are going to a new home. And then the last thing that I have to ship out is this wonderful baby blanket. Look how large this is. And then these prints, you guys. Look at that embroidery work. Hand embroidered, handmade baby blanket. Very vintage, very cool, absolutely stunning. And that I had paid $2 for at an estate sale. And it sold, let me see. It sold for, where'd it go? Right there, $24.95. So, look at that frog. Ah, so cute. Absolutely love it. So that one is going out. And now for a sad story. Sad story coming up. So this little guy, the little dash hound, he had sold, he is in England, little porcelain dash hound, and he had sold, and when I was going to collect him to get him ready to ship, I had tripped and he went down with me and now he doesn't have his head anymore. So I'm very sad about that. It really broke my heart. I already issued the refund. I messaged the buyer, let them know what happened. So hopefully we are all good there, but this was just absolutely heartbreaking for me. So yeah, so he is not going to a new home right now, but I do think I might glue his head back on and put him in a garage sale, and hopefully somebody will still gather him and still love him just the way he is. Because let's be honest, we're all a little bit broken, right? So we are going to go ahead and glue him back together and see if we can't still get him a home. But that is my sad story. So in a couple of seconds, you'll see me in another outfit for the remainder of our week for shipping. Okay, it is Monday morning, so we are gonna show you guys what sold over the weekend, and this will be the last little chunk of this video. Like I said, I ship on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so I gave you everything that's kind of sold this week. So we're gonna go ahead and just dive right in. So the first thing is going to be this Minnetonka brown suede fringed women's size 10 moccasins. So this is what they look like. So these I paid $3 for, and buyer paid $36.95. As always, this whole video I've been telling you, keep in mind that includes the shipping, and I have not yet shipped them out. So I do not know what my actual profit will be after eBay fees and shipping and all that. So that is the first thing. Next is going to be this little mug right here. So this is a Portobello by Design, little doggies. It says, "My best friend has 4 paws," over and over again on the rim here. Super cute. I paid $1 for that at a garage sale, and buyer paid $17.95. So that little mug will go out. The next thing is, this is actually my second one of these. The other one was a different design, but this plaque I paid $3 for. It says, Nature's gifts the seasons bring, in fields and forests the wild birds sing. So cute little plaque, still in its box. Like I said, paid $3. Buyer paid $25.15. The next thing is these cute little Betty Boops. Cute little Betty Boops. Even the little puppy dog down below has the little bobble. Look how adorable. His little head bobbles too. All right, so these little Betty Boops, one is Nurses Are Hot Stuff, and the other one is Nurses Call All the Shots. So these little Betty Boop nurses, I paid $2 for. Buyer paid $21.35. So like, I was trying to figure out a better way. I wish I could tell you guys what I'm actually making on these. On this whole series, I wish I could tell you what I'm actually making, but without them being shipped, I just don't know. I know what eBay's fees were, but so eBay takes their cut, shipping takes obviously some of it, and then my cost of goods that I have into it. So I don't make nearly as much as it sounds like I'm making. So keep that in mind. Okay, so this little plaque here has actually been sitting for a while. It is super cool colonial wood, all wood, vintage wall hanging, and I paid 50 cents for this. Buyer paid $21.94. It's like a military art style. And then the next thing, these super cool eggs. These are super vintage. They come in like a little egg carton, you guys, but they are actually Christmas ornaments. So they are Christmas ornaments. Each one is hand painted. They are so cute, but they are so fragile. One actually does have a broken piece, but that was in the listing. But yeah, each one has their own little cute design hand painted on them. And they come in this cute little egg carton. I thought that was adorable. And I love picking up Christmas anyways. So I paid $5 for these, and the buyer paid $29.95. The next is going to be, so this I actually bought for myself because I have so many like itty bitty miniatures. I love miniatures. I don't know if you love miniatures, but I do. But it is already ready to hang, so you can hang it this way or this way. And it just opens up and it holds all your little like thimbles or little miniatures is what I was going to use it for. I didn't end up using it, so I decided to list it, and it sold very quickly in just one day. I had originally paid $1 for it, and buyer paid $29.95. And the next thing is actually this dress. I'm not going to take it out of the package. I can put a little picture of what it is right here. But it's a new tag Nautica dress, black dress. This one was actually given to me by a friend. So this one had zero cost into it, and buyer paid $27.55. And then, yeah, weekends we get a few extra sales. So this chunk is a little longer than the first two parts that you saw. But the same buyer went ahead and purchased both of these, both of the uranium glass pieces I had. So I love the little design on this one and the little feet. And then this one's just a unique shape. It's kind of cool. So these two pieces got bought by the same buyer. There is like a few little nicks and stuff, which is in the listing, but I'm so happy these are going to a new home because they are amazing. Hopefully they have a cool little like black light setup so they glow in all their glory. So let me get to them. So the little 3 one that had the cool design on it, I paid $2 for that one, and buyer paid $26.95. The little curved unique shaped one, I paid $4 for, and buyer paid $29.55. Now with those will actually ship together, and I will issue a refund for whatever overage they paid for shipping costs. I always do that. If anybody combines stuff, I will refund whatever overage they paid. So those two, if you add it all up, I'm not going to do the math right now because, like I said, I don't know my shipping costs and eBay costs and all that, but it will be even less than if you wanted to add it up. So keep that in mind. The next thing is this little Vera Wang bag. So super cute, super stylish, little black and white, absolutely adorable. Probably should have kept it because look how cute that is. Very nice condition. Super clean inside. It almost looks new because it's so good. So good. And this one I paid $5 for, and it sold for $21.95. So right now, what I can tell you with eBay fees and the cost of goods, I'm at $13.48. I still need to ship it out. It's probably going to be like $5 to ship, so I'm only going to make like $8 on it. If you kind of want an idea of these numbers. So yes, buyer paid $21.95, but after you factor in everything, I'm only making about $8. So just kind of give you guys a little idea of how this thing is working, right? All right, let's keep going. So the next thing is this Santa Claus. So his little shovel is detached, which again is in my listing. So it will be with him. But look at this little Santa, the little farmer Santa. How adorable is that? I've never seen anything like it. His clothes are stiff. They have the stiffened clothes. Very cute. I paid $1 for this, and buyer paid $28.95. And then we have this Traverse. So this one says, "Not all those who wander are lost." So super clean, super nice. It's got the lid. Everything inside is good. It is a used Traverse, but it's super nice shape. So this Traverse I paid 25 cents for. Can't beat it, right? 25 cents, buyer paid $17.95, and this beauty will be going to a new home where hopefully it'll get used all the time. And then the last thing is actually a video game. Video games are so hit and miss, you guys. So I do not really pick up video games, but this is Xbox 360 Avengers. It is not worth a lot, so don't be going out looking for this one. This is just one we happen to have already and we were getting rid of. So the buyer paid $8.95 for it, $8.95. It's going to be easy to ship. We were getting rid of it anyways. But yes, when you're out, you hear all the people looking for video games, but they are so hit and miss. You really need to check every single one. If you have a personal collection you're selling, then that's great. Like, I still got more than I would have putting it for $1 in a garage sale, if that makes sense. So that is my sales from the weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed this what sold section. Something a little bit new, a little bit different than going shopping with me. Let me know in the comments below if you prefer the shopping videos or like the behind the scenes at home, what sold, hauls, ins and outs, computer work, whatever. Let me know which way you guys like better so that way I can know going forward in the future. As always, I greatly appreciate you guys stopping by and supporting my channel. You guys are amazing, make me so happy. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.